Welcome to Coffee and Cognac Conversations. Today I have with me Jay Howard at Jay Howard Music on Instagram. I'll be cooking for him, and while we talk about what it's like dating in 2020. How many of you guys are having difficulties dating during this time? But before I get started, I want to tell you that he's a vegan, and I'll be making him a Portobello veggie mushroom panini with my special sauce and plantain fries. For those of you that's trying to stay away from potatoes or like heavy starches, this is a great option. It's not only that, it has great health benefits. We'll get into that another time. But for now, welcome. All right, so I'm gonna start off with my stove is running, the heat, make sure we're at the right temperature. We're gonna start off with a little bit of garlic. So Jay, tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
How has it been for you?
Dating in 2020?
2020.
Boy, do I have some stories.
Okay.
2020 dating has been a lot, to say the least.
Interesting.
A lot, to say the least.
Okay.
It's definitely different. As far as with everything going on, the pandemic and everything, you know, you got people, it's like, how do you even be like, what am I supposed to say? Like, oh, do you want to quarantine date? Like, where am I supposed to go? I don't know what to do. What would you recommend for me to do to go on a date?
Not only that, you have to think about the health aspects of it. Like, okay, if I allow this person to take me out, like, does he have it?
For me, dating, I was in a relationship. I'm currently single. Ladies,
Ladies,
you know
he's
what I'm
single. He wants y'all to know.
Ready to mingle, but at the same time, I know there's some things that I needed to deal with personally. Okay. And I think with 2020 going on, I think people really have a time to really observe and understand what they're truly going through. Like, I know I had some traumas and things that I had to work through 2020, but just even dating in 2020 is just weird. It's like, how you get to know somebody, like, where are we gonna go? I can't go to the movies, but even going to the movies, that might not be the best first date. That might not be the best first date. I don't know.
So I'm sorry, while my garlic is getting nice and fragrant, you know, I just want to share like my little personal experience with it, because for a long time I was like, I'm not interested. But then before this whole thing took place, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm about to put myself out there.
I not put myself out there. You gonna
let
my mama, you gonna put that stuff out there? You gonna put it out there?
I'm gonna put it out.
So how you put it out there? Like, what does that even look like? What does that look like? That? Okay, all right. Okay, that's putting it out there. I don't
That's
know
what it looked like. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this speed dating.
Really?
And then
what does that even look like?
Miss Rona came and said, not up in here.
Oh, my goodness. That's a bit much. It's a little scary. I'm not going to lie to you.
But seriously, I was like, oh, my gosh. Now, like, okay, well, let me go back into my little bubble.
But wait, before you go there, what do you mean? So you was about to put yourself out there, like...
Physically put myself out there to be more open to dating. I wanted to try like speed dating because I feel like, you know, that's a great way to meet people without like having, it's kind of private, because the way that I was doing it.
Speed dating is private?
In a sense, because they don't have your information. They are not allowed to ask you about your information.
Really?
And at the end of the day, you choose who you want to pursue something more with.
So it's almost like a dating game, like.
Yep. But I'm about to drop these peppers up in this.
Peppers.
Okay, so right now we got onions, we got garlic, and it's smelling nice and fragrant up in here. And I'm gonna add some of my special spices, okay? And we letting that cook, letting all these juices come together.
Like
all
so.
this fragrance come together. But seriously, back to it. Yeah, so I felt like that was a great way. You don't have to worry about people harassing you because they don't have your personal information.
So how in the world are they supposed to contact you after the date is over? I don't understand that.
There's a dating person, like you turn in a
dating person? So am I dating two people or one?
Well, listen.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hello, give me knocking.
Because you a man of variety, so it depends.
Now don't do me like that now.
Okay,
Hold
I'll
up.
just do it my little onions, okay? So basically, they get your information, you turn in a card, and you say who you're interested in.
Wow.
And then they give, if y'all match, if that person's interested in you too,
so it's
then
almost
they
like
give
swipe,
you,
but like in person.
I don't know what swipe is, but
Oh,
I
you don't know what swipe is?
But I know what
You don't know what swipe is?
flipping these
okay,
peppers
I'm gonna leave it
and
alone.
onions
I'm not gonna get a swipe or a Tinder or what is it called? Bumble? Was it Bumble?
I heard about all of
Okay,
these different
these are all
ones.
dating apps.
Yeah,
Swipe
but
was a
I've
dating app
never...
that I was on. I think it was more for black people.
So right now I'm
but
about
it
to
is
add
like
my
that.
little portobello mushrooms.
So you cook your onions and your
Yes,
peppers
and
and
my
everything
spices.
beforehand.
Yes.
Why is that?
Now, because, well, first of all, garlic and
Mm-hmm.
onions, they are very, they add flavor to the food.
Okay.
Especially like onions and mushrooms, they have
Yeah.
this thing called umami.
Umami?
Umami.
Where's that from?
Umami.
What does that derive?
I mean, it's Asian.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Asian.
Umami.
Okay,
How you
okay.
doing, umami?
So
How
that
you doing,
basically
umami?
adds flavor to your food. So that's why in a lot of cuisines they will
Yeah.
add like onions, tomatoes, mushrooms, all of those. They provide like really good flavors and bring and mesh everything together. So if you want to add flavor to your food, if you wonder why your food is bland, why your chicken is bland,
Well, I don't
might-
eat chicken, but I did
Hey,
it. But go ahead,
listen.
tell me. But why
You
is
right, you
why
right.
is their chicken bland? Why is their chicken
their
bland?
chicken is bland because they're not adding enough. And it's not necessarily that you have to add salt. You need flavor with the salt.
Okay.
So this adds flavor with everything that you do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
All
I do
right.
know what you're saying, especially because like I've become vegan and mushrooms is like one of those things that has become like the meat for me, if you will. And not that I want to eat meat.
Especially portobello mushrooms.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. Portobello is great because what it is, it soaks up all of the taste or whatever is in the pan and it soaks up. So is
And
that
not
one of
only
the
that, it's filled with water too. That's
Absolutely.
why like you don't need to put water when you're cooking at the beginning of you cooking mushrooms, because you're gonna see they're gonna start shrinking and they give out a lot of the water content that's in them,
Okay.
and then they release the flavor
Gotcha.
and then flavor your food.
So how do you release the flavor? Say that one more time again so we can release the flavor.
Well, when the mushroom cooks, okay.
Okay, what is these hands? Come on, hands. Yeah. She said
When
period,
the
y'all.
mushroom cooks,
Yes, ma'am.
they start to shrink. They start to give out their water, that natural water. Like you see humans, we drink water and it helps
Right.
us to look plump and healthy.
Right.
It does the same thing to the mushrooms. Now, when they release that water, it releases umami.
Umami.
Umami, the
Umami,
flavor.
that's good.
So that
Okay, come
flavors
on.
your
All right, yes,
food.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's right. Now, back to the dating thing.
Okay.
So, you know, when that happened, I was like, oh, H-E double hockey
sticks.
stick.
No. Right.
Because I'm like, you know what? I just need to sit this down.
Right.
Okay, because like I don't know, you just never know. Because it's everywhere.
So, all right. So you were speed dating in 2020.
Well, I did
That was-
not
is that the
make it
point?
to speed dating because
Because what?
Miss Rona came and said, not today.
All right. So you went to speed dating because Rona came?
No, I was getting to put myself. Are you listening?
I'm listening, but I'm
I
trying
was
to understand.
putting myself out there.
Right, out there again.
I was about to start putting myself out there because,
Okay, gotcha.
you know, I was like, you know, I don't want to be bothered or not, but I was like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm healed.
Word.
I'm
See, that's big
open.
right there, what you just said. You're healed.
I'm healed.
But how
I'm
did you
ready.
get to that point of healing, though?
Well, that's for a whole nother video, and I can make that. And I have a lot of great
Okay.
points for the ladies that might be going through some heartaches, disappointments, relationships, failed relationships. But anyways, and you have to be honest and real with yourself too. And then if you're not honest and real with yourself and you're just quick to move on to the next person, you tend to attract the same type of person.
Come on, bruh. I think you preaching to me right now. I ain't even gonna lie, boy. You preaching to me. Hello.
Because
Yeah.
you're vibrating on that level.
That same level.
Yes. So that happened to me.
Wow. How
Yeah.
many times? Did it happen just once?
Well, that last time, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I don't need that, because that particular person kept reminding me of the last one. It was just like God was talking to me.
Absolutely.
And was like, dang, this is the same thing all over again.
So you feel like it was patterns?
I was vibrating at that level because I didn't give myself enough time to heal. So I was attracted, I was giving that off, whatever was that I was dealing with. I gave that off, and I attracted that person.
And you attracted basically, for the most part, the same type of energy.
Yeah, this is why it's necessary that you take time to heal in between relationships. If you're someone, like I have an ex, he's known to jump from relationship to relationship.
Low-key?
You that person?
It was me. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what? I can't do that. I don't want to give myself half to anybody. And I can't even give half of myself to myself, because that doesn't even make sense, to be completely honest. But you're absolutely right. I feel like I was attracting the same things, and if you don't really realize it, that's what you're vibrating. That's what you're giving off. That's the energy that you're putting into the atmosphere.
Yep.
Like, what do you expect to attract?
Yeah. So that's why it's important to take time for yourself, time to heal. It works both ways, men and women. We both. It's the same thing. Really.
But how did you take that time for yourself though? Like, how did you
I
know that
focused
you
on
were?
me, and I realized.
What does that look like though? Because you could say I focus on me, because that was my problem. Is people would tell me, oh, you need to do this or you need to do this. Or it's like, you just need to focus on you. I'm like,
well,
I feel like I am focusing on me. Like, what does that look like?
More into yourself, more self-love, more like. Putting energy into what you want to accomplish. Okay. More into like your health and everything like that. All of that encompasses like taking care of you.
Okay.
Because you need to be good to someone else. Like
Absolutely.
me, after my friend passed away, I was like, I can't be good to my friends because I'm not good to myself right now. You know what I mean? So like. And when you don't take the time to do that, you bring baggage into your relationship.
Dang.
And I've experienced that too.
Right, you came in with bags. I didn't know you had bags.
Well,
I mean, let's keep it real. We're keeping it real. We're going to keep it real.
I was being selfish.
How was that? What do you mean?
Because there was a part of me that wants that type of interaction.
Right.
Whether it was physical, mental.
Right.
So, yeah.
You still wanted it, but you weren't ready for it all the way.
And you know what?
Dang.
There was a situation where I was like, you know, this is a whole different topic too, but like rebounds. It was my first rebound.
That was your first rebound?
I didn't know that.
What was your first rebound?
Many years ago.
Oh my God.
Because you know I'm grandma.
Okay, right. Okay. Abuela.
So, abuelita.
Abuelita.
Okay. So, it was many years ago, and I really loved the person. But at the moment, I didn't know that I didn't know what a rebound was, because this was my first time having to deal with it. And the tricky thing with rebounds is, when you're in that moment, it feels. Am I keeping you up?
No, you ain't keeping me up. I had a moment. I was just.
But it feels good to you. It feels right. And you can still love the person, but then you didn't give yourself enough time to heal from the past. So certain things start to show up. Sometimes emotionally you can't give to that person that's being really good to you. This is what you want.
Right.
You can't give into it because you're not healthy. You're not mentally healthy. You're not emotionally healthy. So you can't be like that. But
I didn't know I was going to come here and get a word on today.
Listen, God be talking through us.
Well, come on, somebody. Okay? Well, amen.
Well, before then, let me just show y'all how much of, like, I didn't add any water or anything. You see all that juice, all that brown juice that's like right here. That's all, nothing but the mushrooms.
Wow.
So I'm gonna taste it, make sure the taste is right.
Okay.
All right. And then I'm gonna let it reduce a little bit, because once we put that in between the bread, we don't want it. Too much water will make the bread soggy. Yeah.
And nobody likes soggy bread, right?
Nobody likes soggy bread.
Don't nobody like soggy
or
bread.
Or soggy other things.
Okay. Hello.
Okay.
I hear you knocking. I'm gonna let you in. Okay. Come on, somebody. There it is. Too sweet.
So tell me about you. I mean, I've been talking about me, but how has it been from a male's perspective?
A male's perspective. All right. So listen, dating in 2020 has been. It's weird. It's so weird. Like, one, like you said, like most times, guys, we try to, me, I'm a gentleman. I'm all about being a gentleman. I'm all about respecting women and respecting their space and, all of that. I'm all about that. So with now and everything the way it's going on, it's like, where do I go? What do you mean, where do you go? I don't know where to go. Where am I supposed to take a lady when it's quarantine?
You can get creative with it.
I did get creative. I got creative one time. So what I ain't gonna say one time, okay?
Plenty of times.
No, I ain't gonna do that. Don't do me like that now. Don't do me like that. I'm not like that, people. All right, ladies? All right.
Okay.
I'm not like that. But no.
Tell us what
So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I
is.
tried to do something nice. So this is a young lady I was dating at the time. Beautiful young woman. She was such a great person, great spirit, all of that. So what I did was I have a Toyota Tundra 2019. So in that, what I tried to do, so I had a truck. It's a flatbed. I had a back in the back. So what I said, you know what?
A flatbed,
like,
is that the same thing as a hatchback?
Yeah. No. Not
Okay.
at all. So whatever. We're gonna come back because you're trying to take me off of my vibe. We're gonna come back. We're gonna bring it back. So I got a flatbed, right? I got a flatbed truck with the truck in the back. So I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put down some little blankets or whatever. I know it's like it was quarantine, and I know she wanted to go out. And it's like everybody at that time was really going through a lot of things, and I felt like it was like a retrograde at the time too. It feels like it felt like everything that could have went wrong almost went wrong, but it did. Okay. So I said, whatever. Boom. I went and bought some flowers. I got some wine. I went and set out a blanket and some pillows in the back of my truck. We sat down, I just drove by some water, and I was like, you know what? I just want to talk. I want you to know that you're special.
The water, listen, the water is a nice touch.
The water? You got to have the water. If you ain't got no water, okay?
Listen,
People be thirsty.
this body is made
of water. Absolutely. And that's another reason I went vegan. So yeah, we sat down, we talked for a while. We sat in the back of the truck. It was a beautiful time. It was beautiful energy.
Okay.
Just enjoying each other's company. So just trying to make something of nothing for the most part, because you can't go anywhere. You can't go to the movies. You can't go pretty much out to dinner. You can't sit down in restaurants at that time. So dating in 2020 was just like, how can I get creative?
Okay.
2020 is like creative. It's like either
yeah,
you can be
it
creative
definitely
or,
is.
My dog, Marcus Blake, he had a thing that he made. It's either create or die. That's what he said. I was like, well, dang, that's a bit much. It's a bit drastic.
No, but
it made sense. It's like either you're going to create something for people to remember you by, or that memory of you will die with whatever you left, whatever was there. So it's just like taking that and make sure that you create and make something. So how is dating for you in 2020, Rose? Because I haven't seen you in a while now.
baby,
Come on.
dating for me,
Uh-huh.
non-existent.
Nah, not Rose.
Oh yes, Rose.
You and Rose, the group
That don't mean I didn't have options,
Now, I ain't saying you ain't had no options. I'm pretty sure Rose got options.
but
totally
I was
nullifies
like,
everything you
I
said
didn't know
before
what
this
was going on. I'm clueless, so because I didn't know, it was safe for me to take precautions and just stay away.
Okay, so
And
you said it was safe for
then-
you to take precautions. What does that mean? What does that
And
look
stay
like?
away. Like, I don't know who got what. I don't
So
need
you
to
weren't
be
trying to get
dating.
the Rona, what you saying?
No. That was my first thing. I
I
was
get
thinking
it,
about my
right.
health first.
Right, okay.
Because I don't know who got what. And then on top of that, as human beings, they're really selfish.
Yes, very
Nobody's really going to let you know that they have it, especially if you're what they want. So the safe thing for me was to do is just to stay away until I felt like, okay, this is a good time.
true. To come out your cocoon.
Hit.
Come on.
Okay.
There it is.
All right.
There it is. Yeah, I got you.
So how that happened is, you
Yeah.
know, my cousin, you know, usually if you trust family.
Right, okay.
And they was like, okay, you know, I have this person, blah, blah, blah. I was more
Okay.
open to that.
Word.
But other than that, I was like,
This is a shot in the dark.
yeah.
And ain't nobody got time to shoot in the dark.
No, you
Okay.
can't find a hole. What?
Right,
Wait a
okay,
minute.
all right. You can't find the whole of life and
talking
the things that
about
you really need. Absolutely.
8-ball, you can't.
100% right.
Yeah.
You can't make the pool shot
Not-
because
not to say
the
that's
things you
not-
can't see.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Next.
So anyways, that's what made it more comfortable for me. It's
Word.
like me knowing that this is a person that I trust.
Is it somebody that you trust or is it somebody that your family trusts? Because I feel like that's a whole other thing that we can open up.
Oh, listen, we
we
need to
talk
write
about
all
that?
this stuff down and talk
Okay.
about it another day because I don't want to make this too long.
Okay, say no more. Say no
Yeah,
more.
but that's definitely a topic. No, it's somebody that I trust. Like
Okay.
they said basically the same thing about each other.
What do you mean?
Like the qualities that they saw in me,
Okay.
they see it in that person too, and they felt like
Oh,
it
so
would
your
be a
family
good
that you
match.
saw, so they saw those qualities and they felt like, oh,
Yes.
this might be a good match. And for you, you was like, I trust you.
Yeah,
so
let me
I'm
give
gonna
it a
try
chance.
this out. Okay.
Yeah, let me see and see, you know.
So did
what
you give it a
goes.
chance?
I gave it a chance.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, the verdict is still out.
How's it going? Is it going
I
on?
said the verdict is still out. Don't try to get my business right now. This is not about that.
The business is still out. Like, what you mean?
But seriously,
Okay.
so that's what made it more comfortable for me.
Okay.
As far as that, but other than that,
So if your family didn't know him, you would not have went on a date with him. Dang. So
I would not have opened the door to the possibilities of meeting the person.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dang, that's deep. So your
Yeah.
family, would you say, has
Well,
a
because-
great deal on maybe like the influence of it, or no?
Well,
Or you just trust your family?
Well, okay, so initially the family is what you would go by, but then when you are experiencing it, you get to make your own decision.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I dig what
won't
you're saying.
go
I
by
dig
what
it.
my family said, but
Right, but
because
I'm
the
experienced.
connection, if there's no
Right.
chemistry, there's no connection there, then it's a wrap.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but that's what made it more comfortable for me to be like, okay, because other than that, I'm like,
I'm good.
I can't trust that somebody's gonna be honest. I know I would be honest.
Right, but you don't know if somebody else is gonna be honest.
Yeah.
So dating in
Especially
2020.
men in Miami.
Whoa.
In Florida.
Now wait a minute. Now we could talk about the women in Miami, in
Okay,
Florida
that's
too.
fine,
Don't
that's
get
fine.
it twisted.
We're
now.
we're human.
Hello.
Okay.
Shoot. Okay. Yes, we
It
are
better
human.
be all right,
We
yeah.
are. You right about that.
But
Wow.
yeah, so that's it. That's been my what's your experience been like? Sound off. in
1,
the
2.
comment section.
Sound off. 3,
Let
4.
us know. All right, so now we're gonna get more into the food, and then we will continue our discussion in a little bit. Now that our vegetables are cooked, I'm going to use my secret sauce, and Jay Howard likes his sandwich a little saucy, so I'm gonna put a little bit more than usual on here and just spread that out. Maybe I'll do it on both sides since he's a sauce man, and because I got that sauce.
Come on, somebody. It's all about the sauce.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
There it is.
There it is. That's right. And then after that, look at that. Okay, so if you're interested, okay, so this is a vegan sauce that I made, handmade, everything from scratch because I get pleasure out of that. I got a little bit on my fingers, but I ain't gonna let you all see me leak it right now. But anyways, I'll leave my greediness to myself. So I'm just gonna pour some in here. And then I forgot to mention that I'm using hardo bread. Now this bread is delicious. If you're not Caribbean, you never had hardo bread, you're doing yourself a disservice. This is great. It has a slight sweetness to it. The bread is very tender, it's soft. So that when we put this up together and put in the panini press, it's crispy and soft at the same time. It's a party in my mouth, and you're not invited. So anyways, this is all we're gonna do for him. Yep. Okay, so whatever sticks out when you put it in the panini press is gonna squeeze itself out and create a little mess. So you wanna make sure that you don't overdo it and everything is in place. And just like that, okay? Well, try to get it as inside as much as you can. And then we're gonna use my panini press. We're gonna put it in here, press it. We're gonna put it in here, squeeze, and then lock it in. So this little baby right here lets you know that you're all locked in. I'll see you in the kitchen. All right, so everything's ready. We're locked and loaded. So we're just gonna put it on the stove. And every so often I'm gonna flip it, I'm gonna open it and see, I want it nice and golden and a little crispy, not too brown and not too light. So I'm just gonna flip it. And you don't wanna stay too long on the one side because, you want it to be even. You gotta be at one with your food. Now my mind is telling me that the sandwich is ready to be looked at. I'm gonna flip it. Let it cook a little bit. Let it cook. Let it cook. You hurt me?
Yes, let it cook, Charlotte. Let it cook.
And then
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna flip it.
Flip it. Flip
I'm
it
gonna
real
flip
good.
it.
Flip.
I'm gonna flip it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip.
Yeah. Come on. Flip and dip.
Flip it.
You got sauce, right?
Flip. I got.
And
Flip
dip.
it.
And dip. Come
Okay.
on, somebody. Yeah.
That was my one squat for the day.
All right.
I'm gonna flip it again. Okay.
But are you gonna
Now
dip it
I'm
again?
gonna look at it.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo.
We golden.
Hot diggity dog.
We golden.
Yes, sir.
Can y'all see this?
Whoosh.
All right. You
Ooh,
want
I
it
can't wait.
more?
No, that's all I need right there. I'm just
Listen.
ready.
Okay. Oh. 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 Ah.
I'm ready. I am ready.
Are you ready?
Can you help me say something? I've been trying to figure this
What?
out. How do I say you two sleep in Creole or in French? I know it in Spanish.
You two sleep. You wanted me to
Because it's
translate
grammatically
it
incorrect.
exactly?
It's grammatically incorrect. But
You want
it's
me to
also,
say exactly?
Please, if you could. Like you two sleep.
Ou toi dormi?
Ou toi do ou mi?
Yeah, ou toi dormi.
Ou toi do ou mi?
No, not do ou me.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Okay. Ou toi,
Ou toi.
toi.
Ou toi.
No, you think toi. I
Okay.
said toi.
Okay. Ou toi.
Dormi.
Do mi.
Yeah.
Ou
toi
toi
dormi?
dormi?
Yeah, ou toi
Ou toi
dormi.
dormi?
You two sleep.
You two
You
sleep. Yeah. Okay. Ou toi do mi?
Oh!
Hey.
We done overdid it.
No, wait.
Okay, let me take it out.
Let me see, but I actually like mine like that. That's
Okay.
exactly how I
Okay.
like mine.
It's past al dente.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what?
that's perfect.
The great thing about this
Mhm.
Panini press
Mhm.
is that all I gotta do is flip it over.
Right.
So now I can see if. Ooh!
Ooh.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Ooh!
Whoosh.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm ready,
this is
y'all. I'm ready to eat.
perfect.
Okay, I'm ready to
It's
eat, y'all.
nice and golden.
Lotion.
Ooh.
Living my life like this too. Come on.
Ooh. Use a young piece of leather that's well put together.
Shut your mouth. I'm gonna storm the weather.
Ah, we rhyming.
Come on then.
Listen, it's that cognac
It's that cognac and conversation.
and conversation.
Hello. There it is.
Now that it's come out the Panini press, this is what it looks like. It's nice and golden. This is how you know it's ready. You see that? All right. Now we're ready for the plantain fries. So here's the moment of truth. Everything is done and we're gonna get his reaction to what I made, if it's J. Howard approved or not. And then he's gonna give us a little pointers, ladies, as to how to date in 2020, even though it's almost over. And 2020 needs to leave and just, I hear a lot of people say, oh, we need a do-over. No, we don't need a do-over.
No, we definitely need a do-over. I'm good off a do-over.
Out of there.
Let's go.
So, all right. And also, I didn't really get a chance to film my famous fries, plantain fries. So if you would like to get a full video on how I made it, just let me know. It's gluten-free.
Gluten-free. Can I dip this?
Go ahead.
We're gonna try the fries right away, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Just saying. I'm gonna drop my pack, y'all.
You're so stupid. You ain't
drop
in
my
church now.
Okay. The fries is hidden, and that
You
sauce
are
is busting. What is it?
not.
What's in this secret sauce? Bruh.
The secret is all mine. If I tell
These are
you,
plantain. These are plantain
These are
fries?
plantain fries, yes. So it's an
Ooh.
alternative to like people that want to stay away from potatoes, and you know, and you can also bake them versus frying them, which I fried them over here, but you can still get the same type of crunchiness, but when you do put something in oil versus just bacon, there is a bit of difference there. But flavor-wise, it's the same. But yeah.
I ain't gonna front. Hey, this magic is
And
delicious.
it's vegan.
All right. Let me go on here, because I ain't even put food with y'all today.
Okay. Panini. Portobello.
It's on the way.
Oh, dunk it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ladies
you got a
and
little
gentlemen,
pepper
over
in
the
the
truth.
sauce, okay?
It's a little pepper in the sauce. I'm gonna get it out
Okay,
when I'm frying.
all right.
Okay.
It's crunchy. The bread is soft. There's a little sweetness there, right?
Oh my God.
A little kick.
I gotta put this on the table, boy. Oh, this right. This is where this need to be. This is where this need to be.
Are you
Listen.
saying that because you're just my friend?
No,
Seriously,
not at all.
seriously,
I don't
seriously,
like
all
you as a
jokes
friend, to be
aside.
completely honest with you. As a friend, you suck, but as a chef,
Phoebe,
you on
remember-
point.
you
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say right
That's
there.
why
Okay.
you went missing for so long.
Wait, baby Jesus.
Okay.
7
And
pounds,
you-
8 ounces. Ooh. This is black.
That's
Pair
7 pounds,
of
8
wolves.
ounces.
Okay. Feet of
Okay.
bronze.
Be a wolf.
You know what time it is. Okay.
Okay. Okay. You're so stupid. I
Like-
can't take this seriously.
No, like legit. I'm not
But
doing it. No.
seriously-
In all seriousness, I'm not doing this because you my dog.
Okay.
This is busting.
A bussin'
I don't
vegan-
even believe that you made this.
vegan
Even though I watched
food.
you make it,
Exactly.
it doesn't feel like you made this. I feel like I'm somewhere else. I feel like I'm on an
Well,
island.
tell people that, they think like, such as one of our cameramans over here, that
Oh my God.
vegan food is terrible, it's boring. Now, mind you,
Don't let people lie to you,
I'm not vegan, I'm pescatarian, but most of what I eat is vegan or
Go vegan because
vegetarian.
this is busting.
Okay.
The seasoning, and that's what people have to understand. The things that you're seasoning your meat with or your
Vegetables, in this
is
case.
what? Plants. What are you seasoning with? Basil.
Umami.
Umami.
Oh,
You're so sweet. Listen, man. Y'all, if you don't know,
Sleep.
now you know.
Oh,
You too
dormi.
sleep.
He's still working on that.
I'm still working on it. All right, listen, don't y'all do me like that. Quita el mache, okay? Say ça, boom
quita el
bagay.
mache.
Okay.
Quita el mache.
Quita el mache.
Yeah. Okay. I'm Haitian and he's honorary. We're still working on that.
Oh my God. Rosie made this for real. Listen,
Oh,
y'all.
you see?
Y'all
Don't
trying to
do
trick
that,
me,
don't
I
do
want
that.
y'all to trick me.
They're
Act
not
like,
gonna believe you.
okay. So I'm on cognac.
Okay.
Okay.
And coffee.
And coffee.
Well, mine is the coffee this time.
No coffee, because I don't chase nothing but checks. Okay?
Okay.
Yo, this, like, for real, this,
So
needs, to be
what
this
tip-
needs to be a restaurant.
Okay, so what tips would you give the ladies on dating in 2020?
Ladies, the tips that I have to give to you for 2020. Learn how to cook every dog. Okay? Because this right here, the sandwich right here, this panini.
Look, I'm going back to the
This
90s.
what, to put what?
Raise the roof.
Raise the roof.
panini.
Okay, yeah.
You want
This
some of
panini
my
here, boy.
panini?
I'm gonna say is, like, seriously, went in my heart. It's through my stomach. And right now, my daughter made something so good, so right. I feel like she didn't really make it. But I know she did because I watched the
I
whole
don't know how I
time.
feel about that.
Oh, wait, you can feel however you want to feel.
Okay.
It's the truth.
All right.
And what does it? The truth shall what?
Set you free.
Come on, somebody.
Clink, clank.
Hello. Hear me knocking. What? Let me in.
Okay.
There it is. I'm about to leave. Time to go.
How I can, I'ma get it like the man that I'm claiming that I am. Chasing green like I'm saying, baby, you on me.
Thank you so much. Please share with your friends, share with your best friends, the ones that means the most to you, the ones that you can count on, and the ones that would find this beneficial. And as always, if you like my top, I mean, it's a vintage top. I'll stand a little bit. Okay. If you like it, love it, can't live without it, DM me and it can be yours. Until next time. Thank you for joining me. Or us. Goodbye.